Geothermal energy is a renewable energy that is obligatory to be taken at beginning of the heat from the interior of the air that is transmitted through hard rock bodies or conduction and condensation great process of interdiction of graduate water and rocks outer give rise to geothermal system. Volcan produces geothermal energy, which is a type of in-combustion renewable energy obtained from the natural heat of the air. The interior of the air is hot and the temperature increases with depth. The, the depth layers are at with temperatures and after what that did water tablet in which that water is heated where rises hot water of steam producer manifold of the sulfur and geology of hot. Spring hearts in the broad system are claimed all times. Geothermal energy is a renewable energy that takes advice of the paniomtat that the air radiates heat from aisle center. In fact, the center of the air reaching temperature similar to the of the substance of the sun, above 5 degrees Thank you.
What is volcanic energy for? They are used mainly for air conditioning, that is, to provide heating and cooling, as well as hot water to buildings and homes. Geothermal energy is a renewable energy that takes advantage of the phenomenon that the earth radiates heat from its center. In addition to heating directly, geothermal energy can generate electricity or be used in other processes, such as water distillation. Conventional geothermal energy is produced by drilling the ground through borings from 1015 to 2015 meters deep and use of pumping steam at temperatures between 100 and 300, capable of production electricity by moving a turbine with the generated boil. Geothermal energy is the heat from the interior of the earth, which is harnessed either to produce electricity or to use it directly. The sustainability of this energy means the capacity of the geothermal system to produce steam and is considered renewable when its production is maintained for up to 100 years. The level of sustainable production depends on the technology, as well as the specific characteristics of the geometrical records. Mathematical modeling is a very useful tool for this purpose. Although geothermal energy is considered a clean energy source, environmental impacts cannot be excluded and will depend on the characteristics of the site, the plant, the reservoir, and the geometrical potential. In addition to concluding an analysis of the geometrical reservoir, it is recommended to carry out social work during a stage of the development of the geometrical project to prevent conflicts with community. Volcanic eruptions, through their as emissions on effects on the environment, can produce a wide range of pathological conditions in the inhabitants of the trail area, especially affecting the skin and mucous membranes, the respiratory system, and to the gastrointestinal tract. Geothermal energy generates toxic emissions in the event of an accident or leak. Specifically, hydrogen sulfide can be released, which is detected by its characteristic rotten egg odor. However, in large quantities, it is not perceived, and lethal emissions from geothermal power plants are minimal compared to power plants based on fossil fuel combustion. The presence and the concentration of possible air pollutants may vary depending on the characteristics of the geometrical source. Thanks.
The air emits so much that its energy is exhaustively and can be used without supply problems. Let's say God be the fossil fuels. Choices are very harmful to the improvement and abandonment of geothermal energy is that is subsistent. Its economic short with geothermal energy. Heat is obtained that is used for air conditioning and electric energy through the use of steam that the generates be the indirect bio the rocks found in the air and grounded. Geothermal energy is Spain has a lot of penalty, but currently it does not have the success of the countries such as Mexico or staying with a more favorite landed and above all with more abuse environment. Moreover, and that for in the INA they does not represent a one doll of the energy which consumed in our country. The objective of geothermal energy is to take advantage of that air energy for the inter of the earth and its use range for the production of electricity to refrigerate or air conditioned. To avoid the hot water in sector is diverse and industrial. The resident on or the on of service there the many advice of geothermal energy is that is it is a renewable energy that does not produce greenhouse gases as there is no combustion process. Its main dragon is the heat cost of intrasolar geothermal energy. General toxic emission in the event of an accident or lack, especially hydrogen sulfide can have reality which is dated by its characteristic rotten X odor. However, in low quantity, it is not perceived and is little. In this case, there are also some risks that toxic substances, should articulate ammonia, are reduced and causing contamination of the water of rivers and lakes. Thank you.